All right, YouTubers, we are on the move. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, voice, tell them.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, gotta sound better. Vinny's in the car. We're in the SUV. The dog is staying with family, so he's gonna be the happiest one of all of us probably, because he's just gonna get played with all the time. We're going to... Oh, YouTubers, do I have to tell you? You don't know how long I was just fiddling with this to get this going. That makes me very angry. One of these days, I am gonna throw this friggin' GoPro out the window. The voice thought it was gonna happen the other day. I have to work to calm myself. But we are going to Milwaukee via Madison, Wisconsin. So that could be interesting. I have a couple things we might talk about. I don't know, but first I gotta get really irritated again and try to get this GoPro to stick to the windshield. Isn't this fun? All right, we're trying something different here. I don't know how weird this is gonna look, but I got the GoPro hanging. Where's my phone? Is this my phone or your phone?
That's my phone.
Oh, darn it.
What'd you drop?
My phone.
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna give this a try. Voice, it's not in your way?
No, really.
Not in your way at all?
Not whatsoever. No.
All right, everybody out there.
It's vibrating a little bit, though.
Well, we'll see what the stabilization does for
okay,
it. It should help
that.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna try this there because the GoPro stinks. And if it falls, maybe it'll break. It won't make me mad.
You want to tell them why we're going to Madison?
We're going to Madison because the voice has family members that are moving from Milwaukee to Madison, and they're having a new house built because they ain't us. They got the money to build a new house, and their old house is very lovely. That's where we put the floor in, and we're gonna go see their new house under construction. Not sure if you're gonna get to see any of it. The lake looks pretty today. Let's see how the lake
It's pretty
looks.
cold.
It's cold today. It is.
Ugh.
It's only 31 degrees, but it feels colder than that.
We are fixing to get some super cold weather, like down to zero kind of weather. So, and it doesn't look like there's going to be snow, just cold.
Right, Vinny? Vinny's got his cowboy suit on. You went the whole day yesterday without your cowboy suit. But we got some rambling topics, I think. We had a 5-minute ramble or discussion about suitcases. It was really dumb, so I took it out for you.
The issue is that suitcase is way too big.
It's a big
it's
suitcase.
really
We
big.
need a middle suitcase.
We do.
There
And
we
I
go.
think we just need to get
I'm
one
going to the
that's
thrift store and finding us a middle suitcase
absolutely not.
full of bed bugs.
No, I don't want that.
The voice has a natural but intense fear of bed bugs.
Because it's a nightmare to eradicate them once you get an infestation.
My uncle took his daughters to a hotel once and they got bed bugs, and oh, he was suing people. It was a big deal.
Yeah. When that headboard got delivered, and I'm like, oh my God, what if there was bed bugs in the factory? My head is right by that headboard.
Okay,
Ah.
now you can comment to this point down below. It's a little far to be afraid of bed bugs, don't you think? Buying a headboard that you're afraid. In the factory, they put bed bugs in it.
You never know.
You gotta dial that back a little bit. You gotta dial that back.
Okay.
Oh, look at that beautiful lake. I know this road is very busy, but I'd still take a place
I
right
could
there.
be going 5 miles an hour faster.
Why aren't we?
Because I put cruise control on.
Are
and didn't
we
think about
on?
it.
Are we on target for proper arrival time?
3 hours and 36 minutes.
So we're coordinating meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we've covered that kind of talk, and I'm going to shut this thing up and we'll be back. It is a typical UP day. If I wouldn't have got so mad yesterday, was it yesterday we were in Marquette? Yeah, it was yesterday.
No, it was Monday.
It was
Today's
Monday.
Wednesday.
It's the new year.
Yeah.
And we had, when I got so mad it didn't film coming back, the skies cleared up. We had blue skies in the UP, which doesn't happen in the winter, and now we're back to this. But like I said a minute ago, trying to shorten this up a little bit because I'm a rambler by nature, I'm going to tell this to shut up, and I'm going to take a breath and stop talking. If you're not from around here, that's a snowplow. Well, sometimes it plows snow and you're glad to be behind it if there's a lot of snow, but sometimes it's just dropping salt and you don't really like that hitting your car. But it lets you know that the roads might be icy and you might need to calm down. Safety note, make sure there's no one less patient than you behind you when you go out to pass. Look, the sun's finally out over Lake Michigan, the second most beautiful lake in the UP. Looky, we feel the need to show this every time.
Oh,
not that busy for a New Year's.
Wow.
Not that busy.
Everybody got their stuff yesterday.
That's
for the party
crazy.
last night. That's
crazy. All right, back to normal life. This is Menominee. Maybe I'll show you going over the Menominee River. All right, we're in Menominee. And
51 miles.
We're going to Jack's
in 400 feet, turn left
to see if they got
Avenue.
any good pasties. Look, there's a
Avenue.
Nirvana.
Another one.
Another one. There's weed stores everywhere, but that one's not busy.
What the heck?
Higher Love, that's another weed store. Basically, watch this idiot. It might be high. All these idiots getting high. Somebody's in a cow suit. Happy New Year.
Somebody's in a cow suit?
There's a kid walking in a cow suit.
Okay.
I'm going to stay in the car while you do
Yep,
all this.
because I'm going to leave the car running.
The state line area for states with legal weed is very interesting. Right. I stayed in the car. I didn't go in. Does that Jack's look like the same one in
a bigger
Manistee?
Version of it.
Nice.
That's a nice store. I would love to have a store like that to shop at. I mean, you know, the prices are a little higher, of course, but
like
boy,
where their
is that
pasties
nice.
are in the other one, it's the same kind of there with a lot of things to buy.
Yeah.
She bought
nice.
7 pasties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have pasties.
Yep.
So there's a Jack's in Manistee.
Yes.
And there's a Jack's in Menominee. And hopefully the pasties are the same because they're not the greatest pasties, but they're good.
They sure as heck smelled good.
Yeah.
Like I want to eat one.
Yeah. But like they're not
51 miles.
They're not Gene K's, my old favorite.
No.
But we've been to a lot of places and bought pasties that we didn't really like.
The only thing with these is they're small.
Are they small?
They're little.
Smaller than the other Jacks?
No, I think they're probably about the same, but they're just like compared to Gene K's, they're little.
Sure.
They're maybe 10 ounces, and Gene K's were what, 14 or something?
Probably. Here's the Menominee River. But Gene K's were also kind of like a knife and fork pasty. You're not going to eat those walking around.
You can hold this.
And you can hold these.
Yeah, you can.
You go to Marquette, Cal's still makes a good pasty.
I've never had one there.
We'll go to Marquette, we'll get a Cal's pasty.
Okay.
It's just a little grocery store, and it's the same kind of thing. You got to get there early or they'll all be gone. I'm going to stop recording this. I didn't mean to actually make it cease, but I was going to tell you, we made it to Wisconsin, and there's my building. It's like the Flatiron building without being quite so cool. But I like this building. I want to buy that building. I sell stuff out of that building. Pasties and cooties. Well, I won't make them though, because that's a lot of work. And I live in that turret up in the top. See that turret? That's my turret. All right, YouTubers, we'll talk more later. All right, welcome to Wisconsin. We'll talk more later.
Welcome to Wisconsin. Stop at some lights. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Have some beer and cheese. GoPro.
They like their beer here.
They do like beer.
They like their old fashions too.
I saw somewhere.
They're big on those brandy old fashions. They're tasty.
Somebody was talking about having a lot of alcoholics in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Because apparently, per capita, I think there's more places to buy alcohol in Wisconsin than like anywhere in the country. Mm-hmm. It's like every 300 people there's a store to buy liquor in.
That's their culture.
Yep, they're drunks. I should have lived here a long time ago. I'd have fit right in. Cheese curds and liquor.
And beer. They like their beer here.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I have an educated palate. I don't find beer to be that great.
Milwaukee was kind of
old Milwaukee.
Was kind of a big place.
Kinda?
Pabst is what? Miller
Hops and
was
Beth's
from
Incorporated or whatever. All of them are up
Isn't
here.
Isn't it Hassenpfeffer Incorporated?
Sure, that's what I said. Leinenkrugel?
Leinenkugel's from Wisconsin. They've been bought out though, I think.
Yeah. Just hollering things out like a tourist. Flags are flying at half staff for the passing of Jimmy Carter, probably the finest human being to ever be president. I don't know how good a president he was, but he was a fine human being. I'm not here to argue politics, and I wouldn't say during his presidency that he did everything right, but I would say during and after his presidency, probably the most decent human being to ever serve in the office. I think I thought of something to ramble about. We talked about it, and then we were going to talk about it before doing the ramble, but we didn't do any talking about it, so we'll see what happens. We're watching a video of a channel that we like.
We talked about it before.
Lisa and Josh, or Josh and Lisa, they
and
travel.
Josh.
They're pretty cool. They're
Yeah.
they're pretty cool. But anyways, they had a recent video where they showed that they plan out basically every day they're going out to shoot their videos. They draw up an itinerary on how they're gonna do it. Vinny, stop! I'm trying to talk. Stop crying. So, and I'm guessing that most good YouTubers and that make content, I would guess most people do that, where I sit there and think, there is no way on this planet that I can do that. I can't be that organized. I can sort of make an itinerary for a trip. Every now and then I'll jot some stuff down, but they were like when people make movies, they have like shooting scripts. What do they call that? I'm gonna pause. But people do an itinerary for what they're gonna go shoot, to include make sure to get B-roll of this, make sure to get B-roll of that. I made reference to this thing, now I need to go get some B-roll so I can lay it over the video that you people are gonna watch. My brain won't allow that to happen. I just cannot do that. I have an idea of where we going, things I might like to film, and then whatever happens, happens. So I guess that means I need to apologize and not be surprised that people don't watch my videos. Because I'm not kind enough to have a plan. I just start shooting videos. And I think it's been a long time, but somebody called my videos old school, because I think that's what people did when YouTube kind of started. And now people think they're making movies, you know, or making documentary series and all that, and that just doesn't do anything for me. So I apologize. But they have a good channel. I really like their channel.
Well, what I thought was interesting about it is it was on a piece of paper and it was printed.
Yeah.
And boy, I hope this road noise isn't too loud. This is really loud to my ears. So they were in London at the time, and that means that they sat down before they flew across the ocean. They sat down and they figured all of this out and printed copies of it.
And then they're taking that piece of paper and they're knocking off things they want to shoot to be in their video.
So they did a lot of research. You know, they had to research where things were.
Right.
First of all, what they wanted to see, and then where everything is, so they can figure out all the transportation.
Sometimes I Google stuff afterwards and put a little information in a video, but not beforehand. And that might explain why my videos don't get many views anymore. There might be more on this, but I'm gonna take a break. Oh, and that's what I noticed. There's some people that just talk and talk and talk and talk, and they don't hardly ever do any cuts. I can't do that either. Either I'm not sure what I want to say, I don't say it properly, I like stumble over words, or I draw a blank, and then I gotta edit, which is a reason why I don't always like being on camera, because it's hard to edit it in, you know, to make it look smooth. Vinny, you gotta stop, dude.
People do use teleprompters.
Some people seem like they must.
A lot of people just sit and talk, and it seems like it's pretty seamless, but if you get used to it and you're just reading what the script that you already wrote for what you want to say, you know, it's probably not that hard to just read it and look convincing as you're saying it.
I think some people do like actors, and they practice their script a few times and then they start rolling their YouTube video. And again, I can't do that. I'm sorry. That is new. That's a big U-Haul place.
That's big.
Okay, I got other stuff we're gonna talk about, so we'll take a break. This has been 4 minutes of yammering. We are still driving. We're on US...
Between two cornfields.
Between two cornfields. I think it's something else to say, I'll tell you, but this cat will not stop crying.
Does anybody have a recommendation to get a cat to stop talking? This cat is very chatty.
Shut up, Vinny. That's what you do. All right, we'll be back. Vinny, you're driving me crazy. all this crying stuff? Huh?
His tail's going so hard. You got the camera on him?
Yeah. What are you crying about? That's a cemetery. Hold your breath, Vinny. Usually you're much more bored than this. I know she's a little close to that Dodge Ram, but he's going slow. It's 55 miles per hour.
Oh my God.
Hombre. There he goes. He just saw the sign. Juneau, we're going to Alaska, Vin. With the elf boy.
It's pretty close.
Yeah?
Where are we going, Vin? Yeah.
You one-eared goofball. You've been chattering almost the whole way. Now you gotta wait in the car while we look at a house that's under construction. You better not poop. You won't. You'll just be in pain. I think you're fine. I just think you're chatty. I think he's chatty. Maybe I'm gonna talk on camera some more. I don't know.
Go ahead.
What should I talk about?
I don't know.
I'll think about something to talk about, then we'll bring this back. Go. All right, YouTuber. She told me to talk about stuff I know nothing about. What was the first thing? Oh, there was somebody drove over people in New Orleans last night, I guess for New Year's. A lot of people dead and injured. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about it. She, you did it without me remembering. Wait. United States has gotten so crazy that we just gloss over something like somebody running over people on New Year's Eve. I apologize for that, but now, because that's what we've gotten used to, I'll go on with the rest of the story in the video. She told me to talk about Detroit Lions being very good. Now, I'm going to go to baseball because she says, well, you might be living in Michigan soon, so you got to be a Detroit fan. All right, so we're watching a video of this woman who's German and she just got her American citizenship and she's a fiance or married. Which is it? I don't know. She's
not married. It's her boyfriend.
Okay. So here's another thing. First of all, when The Voice and most people watch YouTube videos, they get, what term did you call it? When
a parasocial relationship?
Yeah, a parasocial relationship, where maybe some of you feel that way when you watch my videos. I just want everybody to know I don't get that. I don't have that. When I watch other videos, I don't really get that at all. I don't say that to be mean. I mean, I hope the best for people and stuff like that. Don't put fingers behind my head or something. You're doing something. So I don't get that. So anyways, this woman's boyfriend, he's like in some of, we were just talking about this too. Now that there's YouTube and everybody watches and does YouTube, we say stuff like B-roll in normal conversations when that never used to happen before. So anyways, there's some B-roll of this woman's boyfriend, and he's wearing a Cincinnati Reds hat. And then later on, 20 minutes later in the video, because he's from Cincinnati, they're going somewhere, maybe to her naturalization thing or her ceremony. Yeah. And he was in a car and he's wearing a Yankee hat. And The Voice didn't understand when I said, and maybe it's another thing you can put down in the comments. I'm a Yankee fan. I was born and raised long enough to call New York home, I guess. But you cannot do that. You cannot switch teams. Vinny, you gotta let me talk to these people.
So
man.
you can't like more than one team? You're not allowed to like more than one team?
I lived in Colorado and I kind of liked the Rockies a little bit because A, they were National League, not an American League. And you can kind of like a team. Like if you have a team that's always terrible, you can have the team you love being that team and the team you kind of root for when playoffs happen, because like I'm a Jets fan and actually a little happy to, not a Rodgers fan, so his trials and tribulations do not bother me at all. I had wished from the beginning they would not have signed him, and I'm a big Garrett Wilson fan because he went to which is Ohio State, and Rodgers. Anyways, I don't like that. So back to the point that I'm trying to make, why I don't do a lot of rambles, is as a Yankee fan, I sort of liked the Rockies, and if the Yankees aren't in playoffs, I can have a team I kind of root for, but I don't care. But I can't wear the hat of another team. You just can't. And I've known people that move from city to city, and every time they move, now they're a fan of highways.
Sorry.
Now they're a fan of that team, and I just don't think that's not allowed. You can't do that. So no.
That makes no sense to me.
You're wrong. Because the people in the comments will tell you.
So, like, if there's one band I like and I get a band T-shirt,
No.
I can't get another T-shirt of a different band?
Bands and sports teams are not the same thing.
Okay.
You can like any band.
I'm not a sports fan, so this
No.
is why I don't comprehend.
There's a lot of people that do what you do. You can kind of like another team, but you can't wear their colors or nothing. Like, you can't do that. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be. So discuss amongst yourselves and let me know. I think I'm right. We'll talk about something else because my ramble idea my brain went blank.
What about What about living in Michigan and football?
What about it?
You got nothing to say about that?
What do you want me to say?
Well, I just said that now you have to be a Lions fan. But actually, what I got to say is in the UP,
they're all Packer fans.
they're all Packer fans.
Everybody's Packer fan.
Yep.
I don't mind the Packers now. I will say this, as a Jets fan, like back in the Peyton Manning days, I liked watching the Colts. I wasn't a Colts fan, but they were fun to watch. As of right now, I'd like to see the Super Bowl end up being Buffalo against Detroit. I think Detroit's in trouble because their defense, they got a lot. I think there's 10 starters on their defense from the beginning of the year that are out. But they keep winning. But I'd like to see that. I was, like a lot of people, Kansas City was fun to watch, but I've grown tired of them. I've grown tired of Mahomes. They got the whole New England thing going. You're too much success, now we don't like you anymore.
He's too busy making commercials.
He makes a lot of commercials.
Which you can't blame him for that.
No, strike while the iron's hot, man. Get your monies.
Yep.
Same with the NIL and college sports. You're watching this stuff. I think they've ruined college sports, but it is what it is. They treated the student athletes so bad for so long that now it's gone crazy, and you hope that horrible organization known as the NCAA can figure out a better way to do NIL and portal and stuff like that, because it makes it really hard for fans of college teams, because these kids are leaving every year. I think Ewers, the kid at Texas, he started at Ohio State. He transferred to Texas because he couldn't get any playing time. Now I heard rumors that they're talking about he might transfer instead of going to the NFL because he'll probably make more money. I don't know how much money some of these guys are making in the NIL, but then you got, they go to bowl games and now they don't want to play because they don't want to risk getting injured, where their team, all those guys help them make it to where they're going to play on Sundays, and now they can't play to give these guys a last hurrah that might not never play in the NFL. It's just, sports have gotten, I have DirecTV still. I got DirecTV because of sports. Now I barely watch it, right? I don't, I used to watch like every minute. I would watch every game. We're gonna do what she says. But anyways, sports used to be such a big part of my life, and now it really has gotten to the point it barely interests me. I like watching it for the beauty of sports, but I'm not interested in it's Google Maps crap is talking too much. I'm gonna hang up because it's gotten on my last nerves.
You're gonna hang up
like I'm on a phone.
Back in the day, that was very satisfying to take that
slam it
phone
down
receiver and slam it down. When you think about it, those old phones were pretty durable.
They were tough. You could bang the crap out of them.
And
with a 400-foot cable on it. All right.
Continue on US 151
GoPro,
south
stop
for
recording. All right. we're getting there. They're building a new house, so I guess we're in the boonies. We got a few miles to go to see where we're going. I hope it's not that. Those houses. Looks like a lot of brand new construction around here. Everywhere you see houses, they look brand new. That's a big effing hill. Are we in the Wisconsin Dells? I've never been there. It's very hilly.
Yeah,
and
it's
lots of newish.
Like
I'm guessing most of these are last 5 to 10 years.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe.
there's a nice bike path that ends there.
There's some. Probably
Farms.
this was all farm lots.
Sure. And now these people seeing all these people move in with their Teslas and their whatnots.
Oh yeah, but they're probably making bundles of money when they sell their
sold the
farmland. Hopefully.
Not as much
That's
as
all
In a quarter
not as much as the people that bought the land and selling it for housing. They made more money, and then the people
Right.
building the houses are making more money.
Yeah.
Always seems like the farmers are at the bottom of every
That's
food
true.
chain. You know.
That's true. I agree with
Take
that.
the next
You look at food prices, and farmers don't hardly make any more than they did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
All their expenses are up. All right, that's enough for now. All right, YouTubers, we are heading from Madison to Milwaukee. We looked at the house that they're constructing, and it looks really cool. It's a big house. It's a nice house. Very nice. It's New Year's Day. I didn't make any crazy New Year's resolutions, but I'm gonna stick with one. Try to be nice to people. Try not to judge people if I can avoid it. And personally, one other thing I gotta try to work on is sometimes I get a little bit wound up. I gotta work on chilling the F out. That's what my New Year's resolution is. Voice, you got any New Year's resolution?
Nah.
Wow. Well, when you're perfect, you don't need to change much. We're going to be done talking to you. I don't know if this is the end of the video or if there'll be another one. This is probably the end of the video, don't you think, Voice? Yeah, we did a lot of talking.
Not a lot.
Jabberwalking. It adds up. It gets long.
Okay, Annie M.
Annie M. Yeah, she does say
Go on
Jabberwalking.
with your Jabberwalkin.
Anyways, I'm editing all that out. So I edited a bunch of stuff out right there.
I got a cat in my lap, FYI.
FYI.
He seems very comfortable.
Good.
I got it open. He's just curled up here. I petted his ear.
He's not Jabberwalking
His
anymore.
one ear. No. I think he wants some food and he wants to go potty.
Probably.
Right, Vinny?
If you want, those treats are in the door if you want to get a couple. You don't have to.
I will.
But okay, anyways, we're done. We're done talking.
We're done.
I'm
That's it.
shutting up.
Bye.
That's it. Bye. Have a great, wonderful day. So the real purpose of this trip was to get this room ready to sell this house. So we had to do some drywall work. We repainted. Then we pulled up the carpeting and put down a hardwood floor. Just going to show you a few pictures of it. Maybe it'll be interesting to you. Personally, I thought the new paint color looked really good in this room. Sure looks like I'm pulling up the carpet all by myself, but that's video editing because I don't put other people in my videos. That's just the way it is. Next, got the concrete floor super clean, and this house is about 60 years old and was one of the first to have in-ground heating that still works perfectly. Pretty cool. There were some pretty tricky cuts, but the floor went down well. It'd be cool if we just had square rooms, but that would take the fun out of it. The edge along the fireplace had to be scribed with a compass, and it came out fantastic. I mean, professional looking. That's because I didn't do it, I just helped. Even the cutest things ever can be edited right out of a cell phone picture. So over a couple of days, we really transformed this room. It's not too hard, you can do it. Sorry I didn't have a picture at the end, but it came out pretty darn good. All right, we are leaving Milwaukee. It is cold. It is exceedingly cold. It is warmed up to 13 degrees at 9:45 in the morning on Sunday. All right, also there's a dirty windshield because it's 13 degrees as I just told you. So it's dirty for now. It might get better later. It might not. I don't have nothing. We're making a stop at Trader Joe's. And then we're heading back to the Ute. We're gonna get tires rotated, but I think that's been canceled. you don't know, because we got Vinny. You don't know how they're going to do at Costco, letting you rotate the tires. I can't leave him in there. He might have a heart attack.
Heart attack?
Heart attack. Arctic cat.
Yeah, he would probably be terrified. You know, it's going to be loud. There's going to be a lot of noises and stuff.
So, we might talk later. I ate meat, and I'm paying the price for having eaten meat. I ate pot roast last night, and a fair portion of pot roast that did taste good. I felt guilty about it, and now I'm paying for it. And that's all I'm going to tell you about that aspect of it. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. If you've been plant-based, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's American Family Field.
It's a pretty stadium.
It is. One of these days I am going to get in there. So we went to Trader Joe's. Now we're sitting at a light in Milwaukee somewhere. We're not in Milwaukee. We're in some suburbish wherever that Trader Joe's is.
Yeah.
We're behind an old ass Honda trying to get on the highway. We're both very tired. It's cold. Did not sleep well. I'm sore. All right, we went to, I'm doing the speed limit because we just passed a law enforcement officer who's out here to protect us all. No, they're out here to get ticket money. So I'm going the speed limit. We went to Costco, got a pizza that I'm gonna eat later. Voice isn't gonna eat any. I ate meat yesterday and I've been struggling all day like I told you earlier. We're closing in on where? Menominee. You didn't answer, Voice didn't say. We're very tired. We're very unexcited about making YouTube videos right now, so there's not gonna be much. This might just be tacked onto the going there saying, yeah, we went there, we did these projects, and then now we're going back. Now I gotta slow down. But yeah. So Costco, this is still the year of sourdough, so we had to buy more flour. And I ain't complaining because I like sourdough. Some of the best bread's been eaten lately. What else? Vinny's doing fine.
A lot of bread.
A lot of bread.
And I made cookies last night with sourdough discard.
We left all the cookies too.
No, we didn't.
You brought some?
I got a big tub of those cookies.
You didn't leave them? I thought you were going to leave them and make more.
No, I took half.
Oh.
I took half.
We might be eating some cookies after we stop here around Menominee. But maybe I'll show you crossing the river. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this run. And when I edit it, if I feel like telling you something, I'll talk to it. If I don't feel like it, then I'll just cut it off right here. Look, we're closing in on the Ute.
We need a bathroom.
We need a bathroom. One of us needs a bathroom.
One of us desperately needs a bathroom.
Vinny. I'm wondering if any of you that have stuck around this long are wondering how many people from a state where you cannot legally buy weed are coming over to a state where you can and taking it back. And if there'll be any cops checking them at the state line. They're not. Welcome back to Pure Michigan. All right, YouTubers, let's see how busy Loom is today.
Turn right after
Not busy.
3/4 of a mile onto MI-35.
Still quite a few. Not busier than the people on the other side of the road. There's quite a few. There's a good 40 cars waiting,
right.
50 cars waiting.
It's so bad they got.
All Wisconsin.
It's so
all
bad
fucking Wisconsin.
they got porta potties there because people have to wait so long. They have to provide them with a toilet.
This guy's going to fire station though. He don't want to wait. He needs his weed right now at a much higher price or something. I don't know why they're so much cheaper. Well, what's funny is I think most of these places you don't like go inside. You just sit in your car. I don't understand it. I don't know how it works. It just seems crazy. All right, we're gonna keep driving back to Gladstone. Hope you enjoy. We're gonna go on M35. We'll go by the lake.
Turn second right.
He wants me to turn. This is the car telling us where to go, not Google. You're still here? That's dedication. Or did you just leave it running and leave the room? Either way, thanks for being here. All right, so that's that. We're gonna keep going. Oh, wow, look, 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 blue sky. I gotta show you blue sky, and I'll show you the lake here in a bit. Costco doesn't have squeegees, so it's not my fault.
That's right. You tell him, Vinny. We're not on the Autobahn, Vinny.
Vinny.
Vinny, are we on the Autobahn? Are we on the Autobahn?
Who butters your bread, buddy?
Who gives you your insulin and your food 99.999999999% of the time?
This guy.
This fucking guy.
Have you given him a shot?
No.
You've never given him a shot?
Maybe once.
I thought you had.
Oh God, that's a trash hole that you opened, Vinny.
That mouth?
Oh, that mouth is
Yeah,
bad.
it's not good. You gotta find something to make that not so bad.
I don't think there's any hope.
Apple slices. Look how pretty it's gonna be. Look at that pretty.
It's trying to freeze. It's trying to freeze. There's some blue water out there. But...
Very blue, isn't it? An ice way out there. See it way out there?
Mm-hmm. I saw it.
Vinny Boo Boos. How are you doing? Good? Vinny. Boo Boo. Vinny, it's frozen out there. Yes, it is. Not walkable, you're right.
There's that beach we went to down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that beach, Vinny.
I want to go back there.
We had a lot of fun there that day.
For those of you that keep watching my videos, thank you. Sorry it's been such a long lag, but I've been really busy lately, and I got some stuff in the works, so there should be a video soon. Until then, I hope you have a great and wonderful day.